All right, people, y'all already know what it is. This is live, uncut, unedited, straight from YouTube. We had a situation right here in the city of Chicago on the southwest side, I believe on 67th and Marquette, which is Western. We had a young man, young teenager, shot 24 times. Unbelievable, people. Unbelievable. And my question is, guns aren't made in these communities, but somehow they seem to find a way into the hands of our youth. Is it by design or what is it? So, people, a young man shot 24 times. I believe he was 15 years old. 15 years old. 24 times, people. Something is wrong with this picture. I guarantee you, people, that this would never happen if we had a strict gun control of how these guns are entering into the community. Guns reminds me of drugs. They both are made outside of the black community, but somehow they both are found in the black community. And blacks are becoming the face of guns and drugs, illegal guns and drugs. People, what are we going to do about this? This is unheard of. A young person shot 24 times. That has to be a drum or extended clip. It has to be. I appreciate our law enforcement if they do a thorough investigation. I will appreciate our politicians if they get down and do their jobs, enforce some of these policies, find out how these guns are coming into the community. And don't get me wrong, I believe in weapons. I believe in weapons. I don't have a problem against that. The problem I have is how are these guns getting into these young youth hands? That's why it's bothering my mind. And when I see young black men shoot each other down in the street like dogs, that bothers me. It bothers me. Well, you say, well, Martin, that's the life they live. They live by the sword. They die by the sword. Yes, I believe that as well. But there's more than other things than walking around with a pistol on you. Ready for combat. Ready. If somebody look at you the wrong way, you ready to pull out your gun and say, boom, boom, boom. Somebody cut in front of your car, you ready to chase him down and shoot inside the car. Don't care if it's a female, a baby, or what. You just don't care. What have we become, black people? Have we become monsters? Have we become terrorists to ourselves? What is it, people? What is it going to take us to start loving on each other? Start talking situations out instead of a gunplay or bloodshed. What is it going to take? I'm the crime chaser. I've been to many crime scenes where a gun is laying right there on the side of the person. And I always say in a gun battle, whoever gets to their gun first, that's the baddest man that day or woman. Because you have women out here, they're shooting as well. And I would say anybody that's listening to this, please, it's not worth it. It's not worth killing a brother over a stare because he cut you off or he jumped in front of you inside the gas station to pay for his gas or his swishers. It's not worth it. People, When are we going to learn? Black people, we're sick. We're sick. We don't love each other. We hate everything about ourselves. We hate our complexion. We hate our nose. We hate our lips. We hate our hair. And we hate even being around each other. And we hate to shop with each other. What is wrong with that picture? This is a new generation of hate. Oh, I know y'all don't like this type of talk. And the truth hurts. It hurts me too as well. I don't want to see black people as the poster boy or poster woman of gunshot violence and illegal drugs. And we're not the manufacturer of neither. Guns aren't made on the south side of Chicago in the black community, nor on the west side. They're not made. We have no gun manufacturers in our community. Oh, you know I'm telling the truth and shame the devil. You might not want to hear this, but it's the truth, people. It's the truth. We must educate ourselves about our condition. And not only that, we must find solutions, real solutions. We can't depend on politicians. We can't depend on the police. We have to depend on ourselves. We are our own solutions. And we have to be that, people. Well, you say, well, Martin, I tried to talk to them. They don't listen. How many times did your parents tell you to stop doing something? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times until you got it right. So we have to keep repeating the cycle until they get it, people. This is real, people. This is live, uncut. This is not make-believe. We have a gun problem in the black community amongst our youth. Our youth are fearless. They are godless. And I always say, when the government takes God out of the government, it becomes a corrupt government. And when we as individuals take God out of our lives, we become godless or ungodly. Oh yeah, I'm telling the truth. This is real. You say, well, Martin, what's some of the solutions? The solution, number one solution is love thyself. And when you can love thyself, you can love your brother right. You can treat him right. But never forget God out of the equation. You say, well, Martin, I don't believe that there's a God. Well, the scripture said, the fool have said in his heart that there is no God. There's had to be someone that's greater and bigger than us. People, share this video. This is live, uncut, unedited. It's a shame that our young African males, teenagers, are out there shooting each other down like dogs. When are we going to learn? When are we going to display love toward one another? Some of us, we can't even accept real love because we're not used to it. We can't identify with it. We can only identify with pain and hurt and misery and jealous and envy. This is real, people. What if the disciples and the vice lords and the stones in Chicago would have gotten together and just said, we're going to come under one umbrella and get with the Black Power brothers. We're going to protect our communities. We're going to kick the drugs out of our communities. We're going to do what's right by our people. Look how far we would be, people. Look how far we would be. Here's a race of people that come into our communities and set up businesses, can't speak the language fluently. So if they can't speak the language fluently, they can't read it. They can't write it, but they can come in here and become millionaires. They can send their children to colleges. They can buy big homes. And they can come in our community and sleep with our women and mistreat us and sell us bad foods. And we just love them to death. But let one of us that look like me open up a business. And what we would do, we would make every excuse in the world not to shop in that business, or find one excuse and never not to go back in there again, or one bad experience. People, be careful where you spend your money. Be careful how you look at people. People, we don't need to get together for no more parties and all that. We need self-evaluation, self-love. Pray for our young people. Encourage our young people. Talk to our young people. Influence our young people. And point them in a direction that will benefit the race and not the individual. Thank y'all so much. This is live, uncut, unedited.